Hello everyone. So for today I've been kind of working on this off and on. Um Cover obviously is not done yet. I got the pages in it. I feel like the cover isn't exactly what I want it to be yet. But that'll come with time. So this is what we're working on. It's actually my medieval uh, um line. So I'm just going with the flow, kind of trying to see what needs to be done or what can be done. With this and just go again with it. There. Go. So I figure we can put some stuff in the journal. We'll figure it out again. It's one of those, you kind of gotta go with the flow, figure out what you want put in and where you want it put in. And eventually you'll get there. Perfect, cute little side pocket on that side. Now I gotta find something to stick on this side, which I was thinking about getting this lovely lady cut out. What if I put her off like this, make her into a pocket, like piece, like that other one, but then glue this down. That's what I'm gonna do. So I am leaving a bit of a gap here to make this part into kind of a ruffle idea down the edge here, but make it a little off the edge. Again, it just gives it more of a look to it that kinda is similar to this other one, but different. Alright, now we're gonna go for this spot, and I think right here. And add these two, but this one was not glued for some reason. So I'm just trying to get this all glued down to the best of my ability here. So it's ready to go to stick in this journal. Okay. Now I want to do the same to the other side here. And I mainly used coffee dyed papers with this series, other than my basic thing. That's just how I did it. You don't have to do the same as me. I don't want you to feel like you have to do the same as me. All right. I kind of want this to be in the front page and this one to be the back page. So we'll save them for that. This is just a simple bow I stuck on a little clippy. I thought that would be cute in here. And I'm just thinking, if I take this, wrap it around, and I know I had paper clips nearby. Now I can't find them, of course. So I have a cute little paper clip here. I'm just going to paper clip that on. Something simplistic but fun at the same time. Alright, now this should be second to last. Alright. Turn this into a tuck. Again, I tried to take the grungiest I possibly could to make these. I wanted it to look very grungy and everything. Now this is an envelope tag that I had made, but I'm thinking that would be cute as a tuck, so I'm going to make it into a tuck. You don't have to keep your tags looking like tags. You can make them into tuck spots. You can make them into whatever you want to make them. And I think that's all I'll do. I do have a little grungy wallpaper that I coffee dyed sitting in here and all kinds of stuff. So now I have stuff that I can use as fillers and everything for inside this journal after I go to glue this down. And this side down. Okay. Now this last page looks really, really really plain to me and I don't like it. So I'm going to take this and put it down the side here. And I'm actually going to slip this back on because I'm not using this at the current moment. Alright, and I also need to take my peanut marker right here and JLK 2022. Yeah, I just use my initials. I don't use... Mostly everything I put my Hope Craft Shop on, but when I go to do my journals, the last little bit, I try to, again, use what I have sitting there. Okay, where's my scissors? Yeah, I totally just lost my scissors somehow in this. Oh, underneath. I'm taking random pages and adding little pieces like this to them just to give it a little bit of additional looks without doing too much. So again, there's a learning curve here. You don't have to do everything of what everybody else does. Just have fun with it. You know, have a bit of adventure with what you use on a regular basis just to give it some pizzazz here and there, where things that do not look absolutely perfect but are to your liking. Like this one, I wanted particularly a little bit more writing space than normal. So instead of having more pockets and that type of thing, I added less pockets and tags and stuff than my norm, and did more coffee dyed paper than what I normally do too. With me watching Rain so much, I think lately, this just got me into the mood of getting this project done rather than holding on to it. And again, I've really held on to this project for a long time and haven't wanted to use any of the pieces of it and all that jazz. So again, this is where I'm just like having a bit of a play with this instead of the same stuff all the time. And sometimes I do the ruffles and edges and stuff like that. I haven't done ruffled edges in such a long time. And I kind of feel bad because I haven't, but at the same time, you don't always think about doing that every time you do a journal. Again, I kind of go back and forth. Might have one that's a little bit darker. That one has a bit of darkness to it that I really like. And I don't know if anybody else is like this. I really do not like this black padding that's in my drawers. My acrylic drawers. Drives me nuts. So sometimes I just pull them out. Sometimes adding something simple is rather fun. I'm going to do that to hold the page because I'm going to take my walnut stain, or no, I'm going to take my black distress ink here. So this is what I'm doing. You don't have to do what I do. I'm just taking my black distress ink here and just wiping it across to make it look more grungier than what it really is. Rather than it being so white. This is my black soot distress ink. I don't have a very big amount of it, but that's okay. And I don't normally do this either, but you know what, I am. It just makes it look a tiny bit more grungy, but pretty at the same time. Again, I don't normally do that with my stains, but you know what, it's fun to just use what I have. For a cute little fabric flip that would have never been used if I hadn't just did that. So there we go. And I know because I'm still in the beginning of my journey of making it digitals, this digital isn't my best. I know this, but you do know that I worked hard on this digital. Yeah, again, it wasn't my best work. I'll admit it. I've done better work. I like my Vintage Women way better than this one, but you know what? It was one of my first digitals I made. I can take pride in that aspect of it, at least. They're plowing outside in case you hear the noise here and there. Yeah, they're plowing out there and it gets a little loud. Okay, so instead of the normal way I do it, I'm just going to do this. I'm poking a hole in here. Just because that's all I need is a tiny hole. They're plowing our area here, even though it really ain't as bad as they're making it out to be. We didn't have that big of a snowstorm where there's, you know, huge amounts of issue and stuff like that. It's just it was less than an inch in most spots last night. So, not exactly sure why they're obsessing over our parking lot being plowed, other than to stop, because we're going to be having a major freeze tonight. So they're trying to basically move sludge out of the way so it doesn't get frozen onto our stuff, so we can get in and out of the place easier. So isn't this pretty? Okay. Now I need something to tie at the end of this, because this has a habit of not liking to stay put. I have figured out that much. I'm trying to think if I want to grab. Okay, I have these tiny itty bitty pieces. I'm wondering if that string would go through this. It might be too big, or I mean, the string itself might not. Yeah, that ain't gonna work. But this would be pretty. I wonder if I have any big beads that I could be using. I mean, one of these might work, but that don't really go with it. Ooh. Or one of these. One of these with one of these, I think. That would be cute. It's always fun trying to figure this out. So I have a little gold piece here with one of these. I just gives it that silver and gold look, but at the same time, this one did not want to go through. What's going on here? I know, I'm so weird. I'm trying to steadily make this better. This takes time, because unless you have a beading needle, which I don't anymore. I used to. Don't get me wrong, I used to have a few beading needles, but over the last couple of years I've lost them. And I don't bead enough to want to take my money and spend it on beading materials anymore. I'm honest. That's what it is. I don't want to spend money on something if I'm not going to use it enough. And then I'll get rid of it just to, because I haven't used it in so long, and then need it again. So it's one of those, you buy and then you don't use it, and then you get rid of it, and then you buy it again because you didn't realize, oh wait, that is one of them items that you need but don't need all at the same time. So, just saying, I always end up wasting my money with that one. And I do that with some items where if I don't use it enough, I get rid of it, and then, oh my goodness, I need to use it after I just got rid of it. So there we go. I'm just going to shorten this up a little tiny bit, but not all the way. And then voila. It's a part of the piece here. But it's kind of hidden away. So there we go. We got that going. I think this adds just a wonderful little look to it. I kind of want to add some of this fancy stuff on here, right here, up here, and then a little bit down here. Just a little down here to create a little bit more texture and add a little bit more gold to it. Isn't that funny? I want to add more gold to it. I don't want to add less, more. I like this grunge with this gold. I think it's pretty. Don't know why, but the gold, like, adds a bit of color to the very dark and grungy, I think. Just enough color there where it makes a little bit of a difference to it. So there we go. And I hope you enjoyed working on this with me. I know it wasn't much. It was just adding things to it and everything else. And I'll be adding my little pieces here into it soon enough. I'll probably do that off camera, so then I'm not like doing another show over this. And then hopefully this will go in my pile of stuff I need to put in a journal that eventually needs to go into my Etsy shop pile that's on the side of my desk over here, because my pile over here is, I got like 4 journals sitting here waiting to go into Etsy shop. I take my time with it. I have over 68 items in the shop. Might as well wait and try to wait out until I can sell a little bit more of them. So I hope you enjoyed this video and have a great day or night. Bye.